So, black or African American, what's in the name? I have to say, I use these labels interchangeably, and I have never given it much thought. But should I, and should you? A new study published by Psychological Science examines the difference in society's response to labels like African American and black. The study discovered that the label black is associated with the Black Power movement and African American with the Civil Rights movement. The perception is that people and organizations that identify with each respective label adopts the historical ideologies associated with its movements. Joining us to discuss this fascinating study is Dr. Erika B. Hall, Assistant Professor of Organization and Management at Emory University. Dr. Hall, I have been, my whole writing career, I've been using these words interchangeably. In conversation, I use these words interchangeably. One thing that was fascinating to me was that white people see black or hear black as a lesser term than African American. Explain that.
And you know what? That was really surprising to me, which is why I initially got into the research. I would go to these cocktail parties and I'd call myself a black woman, and they'd respond to me by calling me African American. I'm like, well, I call myself black. So I did find in an earlier paper that white Americans perceived it negatively. And in this current paper, I investigate why they perceive it negatively. And we found that these labels are actually associated with two prominent historical social movements, the Black Power movement and the Civil Rights movement. And Black Power ideology is reminiscent of talking about racial bias, victimization. You have us down and degraded in low socioeconomic status. And this is a relatively more negative orientation. So I found that when I was talking to these people at the cocktail parties, they didn't want to call me something that they perceived as negative, even though I didn't find that to be the fact.
So not only negative, but also like less refined, right? Like less erudite, less educated. Like the associations were that this was a lesser form of being a black person to call yourself black.
Absolutely. And again, in an earlier paper that I have, we give people application forms of either an African American person, race said African American, or black, race said black. And everything else was the same. However, people thought that the person whose race was labeled as black was less educated, had lower socioeconomic status, was less likely to be in a managerial position, and overall was less likely to command a higher salary. So there are definitely important underlying stereotypes in these labels, and when they're associated with a person, they affect their outcomes a great deal.
So I know that your study found that the association was with Black Power movement versus Civil Rights movement, but is there any association just to anti-blackness itself, like the reaction to the word black as an extension of anti-blackness and white supremacy, either conscious or subconscious?
Well, we did find that with the black label, it's more associated with a history of structural racism, of racial bias, of implicit bias. And so anybody who is not partial to this orientation of talking about racial bias or structural racism is going to stay away from this word. And that's what we found. We found that people that are more oriented to the civil rights movement as opposed to the Black Power movement or Black Power ideology were more likely to donate money to an African American organization instead of a Black organization.
Wow. So one last question on this issue of language.
Sure.
Just including the word American in the title, does that appeal in any way to, the patriotic nature of it or an assimilationist sensibility around the label, or did it not go that deep?
Our initial hypothesis actually was that it was the fact that American was in the label. So we did one test where we tested Black American against African American, and we still found that these persist. So no, it's not actually the American label that's driving this effect. It's really just between Black and African American and their connection to these past historical movements.
Well, Dr. Hall, I will tell you this. Just because I have come across your amazing study, as an act of protest, I will not be calling myself Black in all instances because I refuse to let Blackness be denigrated in this way. I'm getting rid of African American from my writing as best I can. You guys keep me honest about that. And when I label myself on TV, keep me honest about this. But I'm gonna try to always say Black because I'm kind of outraged that people would think that Black, using the word Black, makes you a lesser Black person. Anyway, thank you, Dr. Hall, so much for joining me. This is amazing. Hope we have you back soon because this is an amazing conversation.